If you want to have good audio quality in your videos, you're going to need an awesome microphone. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the Sennheiser MKH50. This is a great microphone for indoor dialogue recording, and it sounds so good even when it's boomed out of the frame. Right now I've got it just above me and back a little bit, and I'm shooting on full frame with a 24mm lens, and you still can't see the microphone. And this mic just has such a full sound with so much oomph to it. Now the dark secret of this microphone is it is ridiculously expensive. But the thing I've decided about the MKH50 is this microphone sounds so good, so natural, so lifelike, so realistic that it's an investment that you make one time so that you can have good audio quality for the rest of your video making career. Whether you're shooting indoor YouTube videos like this or you're shooting interviews as well, this is the buy it once kind of microphone. This microphone does have kind of a unique design. It has this rectangular shape, and you have to use their special mic clip that they give you. And in the box you do get a mic clip. You get a suspension mount, a couple thread adapters, a windscreen, you get the nice case, and you also get some extra rubber bands for the MKH50. If you're interested in buying the Sennheiser MKH50, I do have links to buy it in the description below. The Sennheiser MKH50 is known for giving you a super smooth, high quality sound profile for pretty much anyone who's talking into it. It just gives a really lifelike, almost three-dimensional sound quality. And once you compare it to other microphones, you'll feel like a lot of other microphones have a harsh or nasally sound, where this one just sounds so smooth. I almost feel like it sounds kind of like a dynamic microphone, like a Shure SM7B that's up really close to you. This microphone is a small diaphragm condenser microphone, so you don't have to have it up quite as close as you have to have a microphone like a Shure SM7B, a dynamic microphone. Right now we've got it boomed just out of frame. I'm looking at it. It's about a foot away from my face. And it sounds good even when you have it a little further away, but still the closer you can get it, the better it's going to sound. But what I love about the MKH50 is you're able to get such a high quality sound without even having the microphone in your video shot. I shoot a lot of video content on YouTube, and I've spent a lot of time tweaking EQ, compressor, just a ton of settings on other microphones, and I found that the MKH50 has the best sound right out of the box. If you do put a little bit of work into the sound, you're able to make it sound even better. But I'm overall really happy with the sound quality that I get with this plugged straight in my camera. I'm actually shooting with the Lumix S52X, and I'm using the Panasonic XLR adapter on it. And with this setup, I'm able to capture really high sound quality just going straight into the camera, which I find this to be so convenient because I don't have to sync up the audio and post later. And then I either boom it off of a tripod, or I have this rig that I built out as well where I can boom this out of frame. So I really like the MKH50, really like the sound profile it has. I would describe it as smooth and full, sounding almost like a dynamic microphone. Another thing that's great about this microphone, it does a good job at rejecting sound from both the sides and the rear. So this is going to be great for keeping your sound that's bouncing around your room from coming into quite as bad. Right now I've got the MKH50 pointed directly at me. Here we've got the MKH50 now pointed this way to the side of me. And now I have the MKH50 pointed directly away from me so you can hear how good the sound rejection on this microphone is. The MKH50 does require phantom power to work, so you need to have a 48-volt phantom power connection through the XLR cable you're using it with, and you'll want to make sure that you switch the phantom power on your interface whenever you go to actually use it. On the side of the microphone, you do find two switches. One of them is a 10 decibel pad, and the other is a low frequency roll-off. The 10 decibel pad is really useful if your sound coming in is really hot, and you need to curb it down a little bit so that you don't overload the microphone or cause clipping or distortion. And then the low frequency roll off is really good if you find that someone's voice has too much oomph, too much plosive sound coming out of it. Then you want to activate that switch, and that's going to do a great job at smoothing out the low end while still giving a really great full sound. This is a sound test with the low roll off switch turned off, so this is just the stock sound of the microphone. And now this is a sound test with the low roll-off switch turned on, so this is just going to curb the low response of the MKH50. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's compare this microphone to a few other mics that are not even in the same price range as this, but this is just going to do a good job at showing you why you might want this microphone. This is a sound test of the Audio-Technica AT875R shotgun microphone. Now this microphone is quite a bit cheaper than the MKH50, but I've used this to shoot a ton of YouTube videos, so I thought it would be a good comparison because I am so familiar with this microphone. Check 1, 2, 3. This is a sound test of the Sennheiser MKH50. This is also a lower end microphone than the MKH50, but this mic is super popular among YouTubers. I don't really like this microphone that much, but I know a lot of people use it with great results. So here is the MKE600 so we can compare how it sounds to how the MKH50 sounds. This is a sound test of the Sennheiser MKH50 microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Here's the sound of the Shure SM7B. I did have to boost the input levels on my camera quite a bit just to get it up to a decent level, but this is a dynamic microphone as well, so if you wanted to use this in your video, you would need to have it in a similar position like this to get the best possible sound quality, versus how earlier we just had the MKH50 boomed right out of frame. We were still able to get really good sound quality. So now we can see how the MKH50 sounds compared to the Shure SM7B dynamic broadcast microphone. At $1,200, the Sennheiser MKH50 is not a cheap microphone at all. This is really a buy it for life kind of microphone. So when I say that, I mean just like you'd invest in a camera system or lenses that you're going to have around for a long time, you buy the MKH50 to have this mic for the long haul. That way you don't have to keep testing out a bunch of different low-end microphones or even mid-tier microphones. The MKH50 does have such a legendary status because it is such a good sounding microphone. And I wish that I would have picked it up sooner because I'm really happy with the sound quality that I'm able to get directly out of this microphone. Whenever I'm playing back videos, editing videos of myself, it just sounds a little bit more like myself and a little bit less like a weird microphone profile or like a different version of me. This microphone really does a great job at giving a three-dimensional sound to your voice. It just sounds so full and so good. I highly recommend the Sennheiser MKH50. If you have any other questions about this microphone, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. And if you're interested in buying the Sennheiser MKH50, I do have links to buy it in the description below.